So guys, reports has it on the social media that it rained cat and dog in Benue State ahead of Tinubu's visit, and when Tinubu landed, his convoy was caught up in the flood because everywhere was very flooded. So guys, we know that Tinubu promised that he'll be going to Benue today, and finally he has arrived to Benue. But you can see before his arrival, many people, angry residents of Benue State, were just pulling down, you know, the posters of Tinubu and that of the governor out of annoyance. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this image, you know, being reported to say that this is Benue, being reported to be Benue State, that everywhere is flooded to the point that Tinubu's convoy was stopped in the flood. Just take your time, watch this video, and also see what Rufai has got to tell Tinubu. Take it.
I mean, like Peter Obi did say, he thanked President Tinubu for deciding finally to go to Benue, which is a welcomed one this morning. And we hope that the engagements he will have with the stakeholders in Benue will yield results. President Tinubu, as you go to Benue, please remember that NEMA said over 1,000 households were displaced. What are we going to do to fix that situation and bring succor to those people? Also, I want the security agencies to be able to look deeply and look for the necessary intelligence to be able to bring the perpetrators to book. Is it that all of a sudden, these people that committed this dastardly act in Benue are spirits? There are no people that know them. Nobody has been able to reach them. No intelligence or reconnaissance has been able to reach them so we can bring them to book. What communities did they come from? Where they mobilized, is it that no intelligence has come out of there to be able to show that this was where they mobilized from? Have we combed all those areas up till Nasarawa to be able to ascertain what truly transpired? Then my last part of my analysis, I'm really sad that I'm beginning to see that some people on ground in Benue wants to make the president visit a jamboree. They want to turn it into another jamboree. Where will Nigerians or some people in Nigeria start to draw the line of sycophancy? Where? A president is coming for a very somber occasion. People are saying, let's come out en masse. No, this is not the time to do that. People's lives were lost. Let's turn it let's turn it into a sycophantic activity. It's a somber occasion that the president is coming to find solutions to. This is not the time to play the hanky-panky of politics and sycophancy. This is not good for our country. So whoever is trying to turn this into a big jamboree, they should stop it. Stop dancing on the graves of people in Benue that died.
Agreed. Well, thank you very much for your submissions there, Rufai. I do think that at this point, this is cause for, if you can even call it that, some breathing space. 4 weeks we've been looking at what's been happening in Benue, and this is happening, of course, against the backdrop of a lot of fear in these communities, people going to bed and not knowing if they're going to wake up the next morning. And that also has continued to echo for calls for the president to do something about that, and he is doing something. He's quite literally coming into these communities and speaking to the people with his own voice. And I think that on its face, this is something that should be commended. I think the people of Benue deserve the respect of the #1 citizen coming to their homes, into their communities, and telling them, I see you, I have a plan for your safety, and it will be successful. I do think at this point, we have to sit back and see what the president is going to do, what he's going to say. But I do echo your calls, Rufai, and say that this should not be an opportunity for the president's visit to be politicized or for the actual narrative to change from where it should be, which is focus on protecting the people in these communities and making sure that the president comes through with real solutions. And there's going to be a list of things that people are going to be hoping will be addressed with the president's visit. Close to the top of that, there should be whether or not there is mutiny within the army, whether or not there are, as we heard over the last couple of days, members of the military who are not doing what they're supposed to do, which is, of course, securing the country and by extension, securing these Benue communities and the people. So we're hoping that the president will be able to target those issues and continue to deliver the lasting peace that every Nigerian deserves. Absolutely, Adefemi. And just to buttress that, welcome news as well that the Senate said they would like to tag along and follow on this journey. I hope more members of the Senate do. And it's a show of what is possible when we have demonstrative leadership from the front. There's so many other ways that we can exemplify if the president is to take leadership in his hands in the way that he has done in this situation, how others in the corridors of power would also fall into line and copy and paste. So many other ways to look at it. But I also want to take some time out to focus on the INEC headquarters, the new headquarters that was broken ground yesterday for commissioning by the president and the minister of the FCTA. And just some information around that. It was sad to hear the chairman of INEC saying that they often have to rent external halls to be able to hold meetings, that the actual facility itself was built to contain just 8 commissioners, 10 departments and 500 staff. But we now have 13 commission members, 22 departments and 1,048 staff members. But for me, what was a welcome development, we don't have a lot of time, but what was a welcome development is that this facility includes election monitoring and support center that they say will have a technological backbone. So we hope that this means that INEC will be engaging in technological reform, update. We don't want to hear stories about servers and so forth. Now that we are going to headquarters that will be befitting and appropriate for our elections, I hope the necessary technological support will also be given, both constitutionally, move to end the violence that has cost many lives and destroyed homes across several communities. President Bola Tinubu will on Wednesday today hold a meeting with the stakeholders in Benue State and listen to their concerns firsthand. Tinubu will be storming Benue with the full military assets in order to bring lasting peace to the people. The Army, Special Forces, Naval and all security operatives are combing all the forest areas, which include Taraba and Nasarawa states, to flush out the insurgents that have caused mayhem in Benue. The Senate leadership has offered to accompany President Bola Tinubu to Benue State today to also commiserate with the people of Yelwata over the recent massacre of their kinsmen by suspected Fulani herdsmen, saying they are tired of the killings. Senate Committee Chairman on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Adeyemi Adaramodu, disclosed the offer yesterday while briefing journalists on the activities of the upper chamber in the last 2 years.
The Senate, together with the House of Representatives, we have made sure that we have done enough appropriation that can aid the performance of our security agents in making sure that the fight, the war against banditry, terrorists, kidnappers, and even Boko Haramists. And nobody can say that the engagements that we have had with the security agencies so far, which are doing about 11, had not yielded results. But the sporadic outbursts of these disasters, especially which is now somehow very pertinent to an area in Nigeria, Plateau, Benue. We know that with the new efforts that we are making, especially, and we want to say thank you, want to appreciate Mr. President that will be going together to Benue, that will be going to Benue State tomorrow to meet with critical stakeholders, at the same time commiserate with our people there. So, and together with our own efforts and then our meeting there, because all I know and what.
Well, in another development, President Bola Tinubu has described the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as the backbone of Nigeria's democratic journey, stating that its role in the conduct of free, fair and credible elections is central to the trust the public places in the government and in its democratic processes. Tinubu's comments came as INEC rejected the notification sent to it by the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for its proposed June 30 National Executive Committee meeting, saying it is not in sync with due process. The president said the construction of a new INEC headquarters was not merely about bricks and mortar, but about the strength of Nigeria's democracy, the independence of its institutions, and the future of its electoral integrity. President Tinubu described the country's democracy as nascent, saying as it evolves, so too must the institutions that support and protect it. Well, on that note, now cross over to Abuja. Rufai, your take on the headlines of the day today.
So guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions on the social media. We know that Tinubu is in Benue today, and guess what? He went there and he was blasting the IGP. Benue killing, how come no arrest has been made? Hey. So Tinubu has not been following the news. He has not been following the news to know that his men have not arrested anybody. You know, Tinubu has not been following the news to know that no arrest has been made. Now, a Fulani person has come out to make a video threatening the very dark man, and also threatening that this strike is just the first strike, that they are coming to attack again. His face is on. His face can be seen by anybody, you know, and he has boldly come out to make this video, and Nigerians have been reacting to that. Imagine what this guy said in this video. It was said by somebody who is an Igbo. Imagine, you know, this Fulani is from the southeast. Hey, not just the southeast or even the southwest. Then you will know that police knows your address. You will know that the Nigerian military knows your address. I mean it. Then you will know they know your address. So sometimes you just keep wondering this level of complicity. I just keep asking, is there a covenant between APC and the Fulanis? Because you can never see a Fulani, you can never see an APC leadership come out to condemn the Fulanis. You cannot. You cannot see them there, the Fulanis. I mean the APC leadership. I don't know why they protect them a lot. They are just a handful of persons. It's not as if your vote is dependent on them. But they protect them so much to the point that you just be wondering if there is why this agreement. You see, Tinubu, he cannot go around to condemn Fulanis for what they are doing. He told the governor, please go and set up reconciliatory whatever. And now you go and discuss with them. You know, go and discuss with people who came and buy your children, your old, your young, your youths, and go and discuss with them. The question remains, what is happening in Nigeria? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. And drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you. Although I actually wanted to take some of the reactions, let me just quickly share with you guys what Nigerians are saying after Tinubu was questioning the IG. Why has there been no arrests? These people are just playing. So Tinubu has not been following the news. He has not been giving updates on what is happening. Hey, this one, Hey, wait, what is happening in this country? This person say, VDM, you do this one. Imagine he didn't go down to a Yewata community to publicize the gory images of the massacre. Our media outlets would have reported it in a very watered down manner. I think this is, people have just been calling out the media houses. I don't know why it's difficult to, investigative journalism has gone. I mean, why are people finding it difficult to really go out and make investigations? This person said, I still they laugh. Arrest who? Terrorists or protesters? And another person say, as long as Tinubu remains clueless and appears not to know what to do since he grabbed power, he will continue to be running down in circle like a lost chicken. I've never seen a clueless government in the world than this Tinubu regime. Make a hear word. Hey, this person say illegal IDP to arrest illegal bandits. How possible is it? It's in fact, both of you are illegal. My God, though, Tinubu has just finished Nigerians. Hey, they will soon go to town arresting random youth to impress the incompetent president. This other person said, they arrest protesters. Or is that not an arrest? They arrested protesters, so Tinubu went to ask them how come there been no arrest made. Do you know that police arrested protesters and none of these Fulanis has been arrested? And people have come out to say that a military man was equally among those who orchestrated this attack. So guys, a whole lot is happening in Nigeria. We cannot even understand what is going on in this country. Tinubu came out to ask the IGP. So Tinubu has not been updated. He has not been getting updates where he's busy he's busy for 2027. Tinubu does not even have updates on what is happening in Benue. He only got to Benue to ask the IGP how come nobody has been arrested since the attack. The question remains, who is the IG going to arrest? A Fulani man has come out to make bold to say that this attack is just number one, that wait, number two is coming. They've also threatened the very dark man, that the very dark man should not take them for granted, that they are not like the Nigerian government. Meaning, you criticize the government, they don't do you anything. If you criticize the Fulani, we are coming full force on you. So guys, do we even have a country? Do we have a leader? Hey, wonders shall never end. Anyway, Benue people, I just pity them. Do you know that as Tinubu went and he was sitting with his, what do they call them again? Is it stakeholders meeting? The people of Benue were promising Tinubu that they are going to give him more votes than they gave him before. I begin to wonder what has gone wrong with the brain of these people. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Take a look.